Alright everyone, I am only making one video this morning, no new tech exclusive, etc. I want to save my energy. I do have to do a mini stream later, and I will give my final predictions, but I have to wait until the last round of polls is released on RCP. That comes around 2 p.m. my time, so I'll be paying attention to that, and then I'll do a stream today. It probably won't be a full hour. I will give my predictions for 20 sensitive races, and several other aspects of the midterm elections, of course, which will be late tomorrow. I will also do a coin flip prediction. So for that, instead of me making my predictions, I'll flip a coin for all of the competitive races, and we'll see how coin flippage actually matches up with reality. It'd be hilarious if it got all 20, although that's extremely unlikely. And for Mehmet Oz versus Fetterman, I'm going to flip the BitChute award, the 10K award actually, to give my own prediction because my heart and my brain say different things. First and foremost though, a shout out. I would like to mention there is a Clanker out there whose girlfriend apparently watches the videos every morning. So a shout out to Thea from Rutherford, New Jersey. Clank on. Make sure to get plenty of caffeine for the fucking midterm stream because even in that time zone, towards the end of Pacific time, you're going to need it. Also, a little bit of news today. This is going to be a short and rather flippant video. There's definitely some funny shit going on over on Twitter. I just figured I wasn't going to do any one-off video today. I was just going to do the stream. But I'm so used to doing a video in the morning just to sort of get the energy moving, get everything sort of, going in my mind. I just can't avoid it. And I've got to do a little illustrating work later, but that's fairly easy, so that'll cap off my day once the stream is done. Kathy Griffin and Ethan Klein have been banned off of Twitter. They're welcome back on by Elon Musk if they pay $8 a month. They will, by the way. Where else are they going to go? They're going to go to Gab. They're going to go use Tribble to talk to an echo chamber of 5 fucking active users? I don't think so. These are attention whores, so naturally they're going to stay on Twitter. They love the dumpster fire. They're probably sad right now. They violated the impersonation policy. And the claim by their leftoid fans is that they didn't. Well, they clearly marked in their bio that they were parody accounts. They were pretending to be Elon Musk and, saying weird shit. Now that is funny. Parody impersonation is legal. It shouldn't be against any TOS. It's perfectly fine. The problem is that when you're impersonating someone and a reasonable individual may not know that it's actually a parody at all, it can rise to the level of defamation. I actually have no problem with that aspect of the TOS. Twitter's TOS is quite clear. You have to mark yourself as parody in both the title, that is the name that you're using, so you can't just be Elon Musk, these are verified accounts so they look more official, and the bio. They only did one or the other. They only put it in the bio. They didn't put it in the actual header. Therefore, they violated the impersonation policy. Major problem? No. Will they get their accounts back? Yeah. Hell, for them, they should be celebrating that Elon Musk is the one taking over the site because he's pledged to end permanent bans altogether. I can't imagine that parodical impersonation is going to be high up on the list of things that he wants to crack down on. I find it funny because some people are saying, well, thin-skinned Elon Musk can't deal with the fact that people are impersonating him and parodying him on the site. Clearly, Kathy Griffin and Ethan Klein, yesteryear content creators mainly, are so important that Elon Musk personally pressed the button to end your accounts. That's totally it. It's not that some moderator got a tip-off about impersonation because you were violating the Twitter policy that you know exists, and you did so willfully. Probably they did it for fucking attention anyway. Kathy Griffin in these days is best known for holding up a severed head of Donald Trump and thinking that this is somehow a form of comedy. That's what she's known for. Ethan Klein is known for puke burping into the microphone at this point and being goddamn incoherent and slowly losing his marbles. Then we have some other news. We have the Blue Wave AstroTurf. There's a Daily Kos article actually up earlier. I read through it. I'm not going to bother linking it out, but I'll sum it up for you. You can look it up for yourself. I mean, it's out there. You can fact check me. Just do the work for me this time and find the article for yourself. I'm too lazy to even go back into the DMs to get the link because I've got so much on my plate right now. I am high energy, by the way, and I'm only half caffeinated right now. Just wait until tomorrow for the fucking midterms. It'll be 2 a.m. here, and I'll have sucked down 3 energy drinks. There's free coffee, by the way, too, at the hotel. I decided to get an upgraded room because afterwards, I really just want to conk out on a fancy bed. I'm not going to lie. I am going to pamper myself just this once, because typically I rough it and sleep on the couch because I have to watch the baby, which is fine. Actually, it's a comfy couch. I'm not going to lie. It's comfier than many beds that I've slept on in my time. But yes, I'm going to pamper myself with the artisanal soap and order pizza and conk out and play Fallout for 12, 14 hours or something. Anyway, the Blue Wave AstroTurf in this article, and I've seen it replicated on Twitter and elsewhere, is that there's an encroaching blue wave. Yeah, the GOP. And by the way, if you go down to the bottom of the article, lie by structure time, am I right or am I right? The second to last paragraph of the article is like, well, there will be a red wave of sorts. It's just, will the blue wave of early voting negate it? Pro tip, absolutely it will not. What the article does not mention is that while in early voting, the Dems do lead handily, and this is something that we've seen for a very long time. It's not abnormal. It's completely calculated in everyone's estimations of the coming midterms. Same-day voting leans heavily Republican. That's number one. That more than undoes that particular damage. Number two, in mail-in voting, that is, in remote voting as opposed to going in person and simply voting early, the Democrats right now are coming in massively behind where they want to be. Underwhelming in the most complete sense, especially in several vulnerable states like Florida. They have the lead in early voting that they're expected to have, but it's not enough. It's not enough to subsume their lackluster showing. I mean, it's almost break even in mail-in voting in some states. That's terrible for the Democrats. And same-day voting will favor the GOP. We already know this. This is a historical trend that's been around consistently for quite a number of electoral cycles. I think there will be a red wave. The size of it I will reveal later. Again, I'm going to go through the very last slew of polls on RCP. I only use the polls that they aggregate because if they're not aggregating it, typically it's bullshit. They have a better track record than other aggregators tend to have, better than Nate Silver, etc., etc. I'll go through, I'll give my final predictions. That will again happen this afternoon. If you're in the US, of course, the main audience for midterm analysis and stuff, of course it'll happen earlier. It'll be early afternoon my time. For you, you'll still be drinking your morning coffee. Yeah, time zones are a thing, and I think the time just changed in the US, didn't it? Yesterday or last night or something? Yeah. I hate time zones. And I still gotta coordinate everything with regards to the guests for the live stream. I mean, my co-host, we've already coordinated for that. That's easy. We've got several people aboard. One of them that I just emailed this morning, special guest. Several have already RSVP'd, and I'm gonna try to figure out roughly times that they can come aboard or ranges of time. It might get a little bit messy with that, but mainly it's going to be me and Sleazy riffing on politics, and then sporadically giving updates about races. We will have over to the side, of course, actual map open or something like that, giving live updates about the different races. I'll be able to monitor Twitter DMs as well as live chat. I will only be able to monitor the YouTube live chat, unfortunately, because neither Rumble nor Odyssey will collate to StreamYard. I'm going to have that open. I'm not going to be able to have anything other than the news tab open, and then something on the side for Twitter DMs so that I can monitor that throughout the broadcast. You can give me tips. Please don't clutter me up with anything that's not a race being called, and a proper source. Please give me the actual links. Doesn't matter whether you archive them all. I'll give you a pass on that one, so just to make it quicker for the midterm stream purposes. And then I'll be going through and we'll talk about called races, expectations. We'll probably start out with our overall predictions. I've got a broadsheet actually, and I'll be listing my predictions in today's stream, of course. That's prior to the midterms. I will recap that as well for people on the actual midterm broadcast. It's going to be quite a night, and keep in mind, depending on the size of the red wave, we may be doing a brief after show clanking on someone else's live stream, so invading their chat area with spoon emojis. By the way, if it turns out that it's the Young Turks we're clanking on, they have actually banned the use of the term clank. You can't say that in chat. It won't go through. You'll see it go through. Nobody else in chat will actually see what you said. Also, I'm banned from chatting there. I'm blocked. I'm demoted. I've been cast out of paradise. I'm not allowed to troll the Young Turks directly anymore. But spoon emojis, I don't think that they've blocked. So we'll have some fun. If it turns out that they are blocked, of course, if I'm coordinating a live clankening, we'll find some other emoji or something. Starfish or some shit. That's about all. Peace out.